What is up, everybody? It is your girl Day of DAITODAY TV, and I am here sitting with Mr. T.G. Gates.
Yes,
How are you doing?
I'm great.
Are you happy to be on DAITODAY TV?
Of course. I'm happy you had me.
All right. Well, we're not going to waste any time because I know you're a busy man. Let's jump right into this interview. So, just to get a better feel of who T.G. Gates is, I went and watched a couple of your interviews, and I watched specifically your Off the Porch interview, which is a great interview, by the way.
Thank you.
Great presence.
Appreciate it.
But I had some things that you said in that interview that I wanted to kind of ask you about. So is that cool?
Yeah, let's jump right in.
Okay. So when you were asked about the rap game, you said some people are out here telling their side, some people are out here, some people are about the money, and some like you are trying to change some shit. As far as how you felt about the rap game, let me say. So what are you trying to change in the rap game?
What I'm trying to change is, again, I try to leave some type of message to the people. I have a song on my latest project, 7-Eleven. The song is called Until We Got In, and I pretty much said we're gonna buy the street before we buy the building. More assets, less liabilities. And that's just something that I'm learning to leave those type of jewels for people, because I didn't know that. So that's something I learned, so I put it in my music for somebody else who didn't know. I'm
very big on that, like, you know, not being that person that is like, well, I learned this, so you got to learn it like I learned it, but more so trying to like, I did it, so you don't have to go through it.
Right.
So what is one thing, I guess, that you learned through that? Like, did you go out and buy a car and you was like, I should have bought this over here, or what happened?
Just buying expensive shoes, doing designer shoes, different things.
He got his Yeezys on now, y'all.
But they wasn't that expensive. We caught them early, so we got them for the price. But again, it's just I just try not to spend over like $1,000, $1,300 on shoes no more, on Dior's and all that. I can invest it in my merch or something like that. Something that's gonna make me more money.
Okay. Is that your merch?
Yeah.
That is nice.
Thank you.
And that's either us or them, correct?
Either them or us.
Forgive me, I definitely knew it was either them or us.
You said it earlier.
I said it right. I've been saying it right the whole time, y'all. But this is dope. I like this outfit. I would definitely wear it. I know you're wearing it, but I would definitely wear it too. Okay, so let me ask you about, speaking of the rap game and, you know, different artists in the rap game, there's times where I've been around people who are like, you know, that aspire to be artists, and they see somebody that's big and blew up and they don't feel like it's deserved. They feel like they're as good as that person. They're like, man, like, I could be up there where they're at.
Right.
Is there any artist out right now that you feel like that is big, but you know you're better than them?
To be honest with you, 100% honest with you, I try to stay in my own lane. I feel like everybody's talented in their own way.
Yeah.
Everybody, like they say, God put you here for a reason. It's a certain thing you got that I don't have, that they got that he don't got. You know, that's what makes us unique.
Have you ever caught yourself like looking at other people and how fast they're moving, and maybe people that maybe started rapping with you, or started rapping when you rapped and they like took off, but you know that you're better than them?
Yeah, of course.
So that hasn't always been your mindset. Did it get to be your mindset, or has it always been your mindset? To stay in your lane.
Yeah, it's always pretty much been because like they say, whatever's for you, it can't miss you. You know, and some people get instant success, but it don't last.
Definitely.
Because they weren't prepared for it. You know, I'm a little different. Like, I ask for, you know, they say the Most High give you what you ask for, so I kind of ask for the mindset for where I'm headed. I want that before I get somewhere and I can't control it. You know what I mean?
You want to learn how to fish. You don't want anybody. Yes, you want to learn how to fish. You don't want anybody to just give you.
I'm very huge on that. Like, I don't want the handout. Show me how to do it. You know what I mean?
But do you think that with that you could miss out on some opportunities?
Absolutely. Like me and my girlfriend talk about that all the time. Like she asks the same thing. Well, do you think you missed out on certain opportunities because you being the way you are? And I can honestly say yes. Even on my last interview when I was like, I'm not connected to money, I feel like I should never said that. Because I am attracted to money. I am, money is attracted to me.
You talking about when you said money don't move you?
Yeah, I was just like, I'm not connected to money too.
Okay.
I thought I said that on there. Well, I just wanted to clarify that I am. You know what I mean?
That I do love money indeed.
I do it for those reasons though, you know what I mean? Like money is not my only concern, I realize that I have a gift, a talent and a gift.
So the money is not the motive? Was really, Wayne wrong?
No, well, with me, it's not all I care about when I say that. It's not. I care about, kind of leading people the right way.
Yeah, I definitely get that. So, do you feel like you're more legit than rappers that rap about the materialistic things and things like that?
Like,
since you're rapping about, your journey, your story, your life, you're actually rapping about things that have actually happened.
Right. No, I'm not gonna say I'm more legit. Like Wiz Khalifa said in the interview with Wallow and Gilly, $1 million worth of game. I liked how he answered it. He was like, "That's their art." You know? That's what they talk about. People buying it, it's selling.
Yeah.
So
that's their niche.
Yeah, that's their niche.
That's their thing. That's smart. That's smart. I don't think you should ever compare yourself to somebody, because I feel like I was just talking to my friend about interviews and interview styles and maybe switching up my style to match like a Vlad or just how it's just like straight talk, answer, because that seems to be what everybody likes. But he told me like, no, you got your own style. You stick with your style.
Yeah.
Because they got their own style too.
Yeah, you create. If you stay in your lane, people will eventually follow you.
Okay.
I'm big on that. Like I'm big. I tell my son all the time, bro. He probably don't want to be a leader, but he naturally a leader. His teachers tell me all the time. Both of my boys, anything they do, the rest of the class do. You know what I mean? So you naturally got a gift to lead. Why lead somebody down the wrong path? You can lead them down the right. I'm just why do that?
Okay, let's pivot off of rap for a minute and get into you personally, since you brought up your sons. How is it, being an up-and-coming rapper and having a family? How is that?
It's different, because they don't see me as T.G. Gates. They see me as dad. You know what I mean? So like my son, like, being around my other little cousins and stuff, and they like fascinated with me when I come in the door. Oh yeah, my son is just like, it doesn't move him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
move. He wants you to move.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just like, we could be sitting in the car and everybody rapping a song. My son don't rap a word. I don't know. He don't look at me like, Dad, you're a rapper. And but my youngest, he loved the music. When I'm in there writing, he's right next to me.
You think he gonna be the?
I don't know. He be saying it. I'm like, bro, you don't have to be no rapper, But
I don't want to, Daddy.
Yeah, he want to be a rapper. I tell him all the time, bro, you don't have to be a rapper. But
there's other ways to make money in the music game too.
Absolutely. And I just actually watched the Jeezy interview from 2019 when he said that, like, it's about leveling up. Like Magic Johnson, he's not playing basketball no more, but he's still in that industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's
definitely.
Still doing something in music.
He still found a way. He's created longevity for himself in his career.
And that's what it's all about with me.
Yes. So speaking of longevity, do you feel like, because from what I gather from your Off the Porch interview is that there's a lot of pain, and your story seems like it was a struggle. You're rapping about the pain and the struggle, though it may not be like depressing, swaying, all that.
Right.
Do you feel like there's longevity in rapping about the pain and the struggle when you're no longer mentally or physically in that place?
I just feel like once you level up, it is something else to rap about other than that, when you're not really going through that no more. Life is good. But I saw an interview with Ice Word Vezo when he was saying, don't get fooled by this rap stuff, y'all. My life is good. You know, don't go do what we telling y'all to do in our lyrics and stuff. Life is good for us, you know. And I just feel like, again, it's all about the message. I feel like my message is not, bro, be depressed. My message is, bro, you stay down. It's gonna be trial and error, you know.
So you're not gonna be a rapper that is telling people that this is not me. This is just what I'm rapping about. You are actually what you're rapping about.
I actually went through that, you know.
Yeah.
I actually come from that. I actually did that, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna tell you to go do something I never did.
Definitely.
And people around me is like that. They don't tell me from what they think. They actually experience certain stuff and they just, you know, they learned and they tell me. See, at first I wasn't like that. At first, coming up, I had to go through stuff to learn. You know, and I see my son, my oldest, is kind of like that. He's like, he got to go through it to understand. Well, nah, bro, you're supposed to be able to learn from somebody else's mistake.
So you saying he's like, you're hard-headed?
Like, yeah, I'm very, still to this day, I'm learning not to be, but I always go against the grain.
I hear my mama's voice, man, a hard head make a soft day.
And I can attest to that. You know, I'm learning though at my age of 32. Like, bro, just, you know, learn. Like, for somebody else's mistake, it's okay. But again, that just trickles down to my trust issues. You know, just, you know, some stuff I've been through in life makes me just second guess stuff. You know, like, is this love genuine? Like, what do you want? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just naturally like.
And as you elevate, it's only gonna get harder to tell because people gonna get way better at holding that mask up.
And you know, I teach my son that. I teach him both. Even salt look like sugar, you know. And I don't try to push it on him. Just, you know, as you learn and grow. Like, I remember my son came to me last year. Like, man, you was right about who my friend was. Like, time would tell who my real friends is. Definitely. The situation happened, and it proved that the guy wasn't his real friend. He came to me like that. You were right. He's 12. At the time, he was 11. So.
Wow, it took him a whole year. Yeah. But that's good that you let him figure that out and you weren't one of those.
Of course, I ain't gonna push it on you because certain stuff you're not gonna understand.
Okay, so let's jump back into, you know, we got to know you as a dad.
Right.
Let's get back into rapping.
Right.
The rapper. Right. So, how do you plan on staying relevant once you reach the top and once you reach your point of success? Is your relevance in rap? Is it going to be in something else?
It's definitely going to always have something to do with music. Just staying in my own lane. I've always wanted to do real estate. I always seen myself having apartments.
Definitely.
Since young, you know. I didn't know it was real estate, but I always wanted apartments. You know, one of my own sense of apartments. There's different things. Acting, because I'm a visualizer. That's when I write music. It's like you can see what I'm talking about, because that's how I naturally am. But
you want to be an actor?
Probably like behind the scenes, behind the camera type of situation, directing.
Okay, I was like
something like that. I probably can do acting, but I don't know. My son want to be an actor. My oldest.
Okay.
Yeah, something in music.
What about singing? Are you gonna tap into that a little bit more? Because I know you.
I don't know.
I hear you on your songs.
I might. I try to shy away from it, but I might.
No, don't shy away from that voice, because once it's gone, it's gone. Right. And you keep saying that. Not you keep saying this was off camera. You were saying that you don't think you know how to sing anymore, and I feel like if God bless you with that gift, it's in there. But if you don't use it, it gets rusty as you get older. Right. I think you can still.
Right. I probably can. I'm gonna tap into it then, just because you said might hit on my next project, me singing.
You can be your own background vocal. Somebody could call you like, well, I know he sing a little bit. I like his, his cadence. I like his voice. Let's put him on the background. That's a cool, however much you would charge for that. How much would you charge for that?
Don't tell me.
Don't tell me. Okay. So we're going to get into like two more things. So back to your interview. You said that money doesn't move you in your off the porch interview, right? So I'm just going to give you a scenario and you let me know if the money will move you or not.
Okay.
So let's say that we're in a situation similar to like what happened to the baby. Like he said some really crazy stuff on stage. Right. He got canceled. I don't know what happened, but he got canceled, and a lot of things started getting canceled for him and things like that. So let's say a huge artist, doesn't have to be the baby or anybody like that, says something inappropriate, and you don't agree with them either on what they said. But let's say like where you are at right now in your life, they call you and they offer you $500K for a feature. They get getting canceled. You don't care for what they said, but they like, hey, I got this $500K, TG Gates. You're lit. I want you to get on this song. Okay. What are you saying?
And when you say they said something, is it something they're like, bro, like?
Let's say something that's politically like not correct. I don't want to repeat what the baby said. Right. Do you agree with what he said?
I feel like it's his opinion. I feel like everybody's so sensitive nowadays. I really feel like that's his opinion. Yeah. It wasn't nothing to really just take to heart. But some people who probably living with those situations.
Did you see it?
I heard him saying,
we don't have to repeat it.
You know. Yeah. I don't remember everything he said, but I don't think he meant it in that way. You know? Okay. I think he was just popping his stuff, like, trying to get the crowd lit. But then, some people took offense to it. But I don't know.
So let's say it's R.Kelly then.
R.Kelly
called you and he said he gonna produce the hell out your track and he gonna give you $500K. But R.Kelly is still R.Kelly in this situation. Right. So what are you doing?
just being who I am, I just can't see myself doing it because maybe if I got to know him as a person and not what people saying, I don't know, but probably not. More than likely not. Like if we talk about like a Tekashi, something like that, then absolutely not.
So Tekashi's better than R.Kelly? I think they're equally pretty terrible. Yeah, but
yeah, I'd say, well, nah.
I think that's good that you. Yeah.
Nah.
That $500K gonna be there somewhere else, down the line, and you ain't gonna have to sell your soul for it. Or
you're right.
How is this gonna affect me?
Right.
Yeah. So you gotta think about stuff like that, because I feel like it's a lot of people moving crooked, and people just overlook it because the money's in their face, and I feel like that's how.
Okay. So that's what you meant by that. I thought you meant like.
No. I asked that question, but I am saying people move crooked and people do bad stuff, and other people overlook it because the money's on the table. Right. It's business at the end of the day. Right.
So nah, we definitely not take the bread.
That $500K is staying with R.Kelly, y'all. Okay, so the last question that I want to talk to you about has nothing to do with you at all, nothing to do with rap. So it's kind of about something current that's going on, which is, what's going on with Trey Songz and the allegations about him and.
Yeah, I heard something about it, saying that.
Before I ask you a question, what do you know? And you don't have to be specific, but.
I just heard some girl before the new year said something.
Okay, so there's other girls that came before her, including Keke Palmer. Keke said something, I believe that was last year, and it was like, other women have said something, but it just, I don't know why it's sticking now, because more, they're saying that he has like sexually allegedly sexually assaulted them, things along that line. Right. So what do you think about that? As far as like, should he be canceled? Should I still play his music? Can I still jam Trey if he's sexually assaulting women?
I think since it's still allegations, we don't know. I think he should still be able to get his music played. Yeah. I don't know.
You don't know?
To be 100 with you, I don't. I hope he didn't do it, because I grew up on his music. I like it,
I love Trey Songz, and I hate that this is what's going on, because there's a lot of music of his that I enjoy, and his songs come on, it's like when I was trying to decide like if I was going to still listen to R.Kelly or not. Like with R.Kelly, it was more so, I like to separate the art from the artist. I believe that that's important, but I believe that a lot of R.Kelly's music was blurring. What was going on in his life was blurring into his music. So like age ain't nothing but a number, things like that. That's why I don't partake in him. But with Trey Songz, I'm like, dang, like, Trey. So you saying you stay in your own lane? You ain't worried about that. You ain't even worried about what's going on with Trey. That's a great answer. So, TG Gates, I want to thank you so much for coming to sit down with me on Day-to-Day TV, and just taking the time out of your day to be here.
I appreciate you having me. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, go ahead and let the people know where they can find you if you want to promote anything right now.
My name is TG Gates. I got merch, either of them us. The link in my bio for my EP is out now on all platforms.
All right.
7-Eleven, Long Live Big 2.
Well, let's go. Long live Big 2, RIP. This has been Day-to-Day TV. Peace.
Yes, sir.